Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is that you may be watching this. Thank you for joining up. Here is this race. This is going to be a video about the C-Class, or no wait, sorry, the little Formula Mazda cars, but check this out. I wanted to show you guys something. I did a Forza GT race around Lime Rock, and I qualified in third, and this is basically just hot lapping for 8 laps. Forza GT this week has been on short laps, so you really don't even need to pit. I'm on medium tires, but look at this. Have you guys noticed anything yet? Just watch. The racing's pretty clean. There are some cars off the map there, but look, check this out. Look, right here. I didn't realize it until I raced this specific track, but there's no tire barriers, none of those tire walls in this game. I don't know why nobody's really saying anything about this, but holy crap. The thing that plagued Forza Motorsport 7 and everyone complained about it, they didn't even put it into Forza Motorsport, and honestly, I haven't seen any banter about it on Twitter. You know, people like to focus on the negatives, and I'm not sitting here trying to be a Forza apologist. There is some problems with the game. I don't know. I'm not a developer. I couldn't do simple formulas to fix anything. But yeah, there's no tire barriers in this game, and it just makes the racing so much better. So now here we are. Here's the actual racing. This was the spec lobby at the time, the Mazda Formula Bondurant kind of things. And these cars are fun to play. I didn't qualify for this race. Going around Indianapolis GP, going into turn 1, I've already gained a couple positions. This car is pretty fun to race. It's a little twitchy, it's a little heavy. It does really well. It's also, I believe, an A-Class car. I know I was getting ready to say C-Class earlier, but this is an A-Class car. And at the moment, whenever I was racing this, there's no upgrades. There's absolutely nothing. This is bone stock, and it's still a really good car to drive. It's a really fun vehicle. I love these races, these lobbies, where it's just literally everyone in the same car because the racing is tighter. The action is, I think, overall better instead of people just having speed builds or different tunes. I think the tuning in different cars is something special and makes Forza what it is, but I really do appreciate it when the racing is closer and it's more about skill, as Teeny Popper just shoves Red Wagon or whatever that guy's name was out of the way. Car spinning out right here, going into the long, back on the oval part of the track. But yeah, it's about overall skill or luck for some people. Harsh right-hander that nobody ever seems to get right, but we all did a pretty decent job there. Teeny Popper is still trying to shove his way around. This car, I've noticed, has a weird bubble. It doesn't feel like I should have really hit anybody there, but if somebody taps my front end, luckily damage is off, or else my race would be over already. And I'm up into 13th place, so not really the best start. I'm trying to keep things clean, but got a whole slew of people behind me. I'm going to go on the defensive line, force this guy to take the outside going into the chicane of turn 1 and 2. Cake Wagon, the guy that got pushed off at the other chicane at the other end of the track, making his way back and trying to get back his positions. Trying to go around the end, around the outside of Boas there, and looks like he just hit the pause menu and ghosted the car immediately. So I don't know if he hit the pause button or if he just disconnected or what happened there. But if that's the way the game reacts whenever you disconnect, that's better, because sometimes cars just like to go into the pack. So here we are, long straightaway into a tight left-hander. Someone into the wall there. Friction on the inside. I was paying attention to the car on the outside, so that may have been my fault, cutting friction off. I am very confident in my abilities in this chicane here. I always seem to catch up to the crowd. There goes Teeny Popper again. Teeny Popper was very, very aggressive, late braking, always trying to hog the apex. So there you go, into the back of those two cars. And you can already tell, after almost 2 laps, he's already got 4 seconds worth of penalties. So yeah, definitely not the cleanest driver. 3 cars kind of collecting themselves and excusing themselves out of my way. So thank you for that. At the end of lap 2, up into 8th place. Going into lap 1, or turn 1 of lap 3. trying to hold my line. Who's this? Teeny Bopper. Really trying to push his way, force some space that really didn't exist. I bumped into Teeny Popper. Hopefully I don't get a collision penalty, because I honestly didn't care if I ran into him at that point. He kind of getting on my nerves with the way he was driving, so if I were to, quote-unquote, accidentally turn him around and not get a penalty for it, then I'd be okay with that. But Ruinous coming out of nowhere with the Gulf livery on the inside of the next turn. He's in the prime position unless I can just outdrive him here. Make sure to give him just enough space, which we do. No contact at all. Did you notice that? That was beautiful. No contact. Maintain my position, but Ruinous decides to push me right in the butthole and get me to move a little faster, hopefully. So he's breathing down my rear spoiler here. A lot of aggressive behavior in this lobby. Trying to keep it all within the track limits and keeping it as tight as possible. Catching up to Alex Solid. Is that the name? Yeah, Alex Solid. He's got a quarter of a second, or half a second of penalties racked up. Getting to the slipstream, which feels much better in this game, I must say. The battles are exquisite. When the driving is clean, you can just use the slipstream to get ahead of each other and have proper battles going into the corners. Teeny Popper pulling away. Somehow I didn't get triggered there for a penalty for cutting the track. We're going to bump it ahead to the end of lap 4. Someone spun out there. Who was that? Elliot Frozzy. Spun out, so everyone got a free position there. He put thanks over there on the right-hand side, so I'm guessing somebody just spun him out and kept going. And someone else off into the grass, making their way back on. Teeny Popper has to adjust. So Luigi here, now in the mix, as we battle for 5th place. So I'm too far away to be in the slipstream. And Ruinous is a second and a half behind me, so he's even further away. He's not going to catch up. Luigi on the inside, not applying enough pressure. I'm going to actually go way too far out of bounds this time and rack up a penalty. So, hooray. Oh, Luigi pushing Popper sideways, but I take the wrong route. I thought I could sneak around both of them, but I slammed on the brakes so I wouldn't run into the side of Teeny Popper there, which you should do. Even if the person is irritating you the whole time, you shouldn't just run into them, because that's poor sportsmanship, and that's not how we should drive on these games, you know? So Luigi losing time. We're going to have Ruinous applying some pressure there. That made me nervous. I thought he was going to go up on the inside there and go for an awful lunge from way back. Luigi drifting around the turns here, allowing me to catch up just a little bit. Luigi getting a penalty right there. Cutting the track just a little bit. Trying to see if I can get around Luigi here, and applying some pressure. Was trying a little late on the brakes there. We have another driver in the mix now. We have a 5-way battle here for 4th place, it looks like. Ruinous up in front. I succeeded that one. I didn't hold that line. I wasn't tied at that at all. Moving ahead to lap 6. Ruinous in the grass. Going to go on the outside of him here. Easy maneuver. Now I'm back behind Luigi. So somebody must either be on softs or their mediums are dying. That's why I chose hard tires. I was trying to make it a no-stop situation here. And hard tires are treating me right. It's not as grippy as I'd like, but Ruinous again on the inside. Good job. Good battle between him and I. Luigi slowing me down. Ruinous a little slow on the apex. Friction back behind me. So holy crap, this is a tight grouping here. Through the chicane. Out the right-hander. Back onto the main track. Just briefly as we slam on our brakes and make a harsh right. Not close enough to get on the inside of Ruinous here. Tucked behind there. Luigi still drifting quite a little bit. Ruinous on the inside. Nope. Transitioning to the outside. Trying to get maybe a late weird apex there. I had the much better line coming out of there. But I don't have anything that's overpowered, so it's not like I was going to overtake him there. Now, we're nearing the end of this race. We're on the back half of it now, lap 7. Tires looking good, 5 laps remaining, which is fine because there's only 4 laps left in the race. Ruinous on the outside of Luigi. Luigi going defensive. Staying on the good line there, just enough to not get a penalty. But he's all over the place. Ruinous is going to go on the inside there, take the position, and then make a mistake, allowing Luigi to get on the inside. I'm going to try to be sneaky and push my way through, but Luigi was way too slow. And we collect ourselves after collecting each other. Somehow, for some reason, I get a penalty there, even though I didn't really think it merited one. I didn't take a position or anything. But I did slow it. It did slow us down, but I don't know. It was just reacting to their bad driving. Ruinous and Luigi still battling. Luigi thinking he has a chance here with his tires now starting to turn into ice skates. On the inside of Luigi here, this should be a clean move. This is my position at this point. As long as he gives me the spacing, I should be able to keep it. This is an epic battle for 7th place. I'm gonna try to do a cutback on Ruinous without. Oh, that was stupid. That was desperate. I thought I had it there, and me running into Ruinous allows Luigi to get past both of us. Now Alex Solid is in the mix as we enter lap 8. I'm going to stick on the inside here, make him go on the out. But he's going so fast. He tucks in right in front of me, which I don't like that at all. So I'm just trying to keep a decent line, keep it clean. Ruinous and I have already had enough contact. Looking for mistakes, looking for an opening, nothing to be found, so I'll just tuck in behind Solid there on that apex. I should be able to hopefully get him on the straight here. He's going to go on the inside. Got Ruinous to half a second behind us, so he should be out of the equation for the battle here. Unless he just breaks way too late. Another really clean exchange right here. Let's see if we can keep it clean as we go through the chicane. There we go. Nicely done. Now I need to catch up to Luigi, and I know I can. I've done it several times already. Solid right behind me. He's won that position. I'm on the apex. What's he going to do? He's going to try to go on the inside, isn't he? Oh, yeah, he is. So that's quite a maneuver there. Very narrow and awkward way to take that turn, but it worked. It worked in his favor. I gave him a little nudge, but he was able to take back 7th place. End of lap 8. Nothing new happening here. It's just a battle back and forth constantly for a top 10 finish. 44.5, 44.9-ish on the tires, so we're still very good. Slipstream being really nice to me. Slightly late on the brake. Dump it down to the 3rd gear. No penalty on track limits there. Up into 7th, and that is going to do it for that. I will keep this position. Solid kind of going wide there. So let's bump it up to lap 10. Very low on fuel, but that's okay. It looks like Popper's tires are just going out. And I'm able to get around him easily, him or her. Up into 6th place. Now I just need to catch up to Luigi, who I was battling for most of the race, until he was able to pull away. See if he makes any kind of mistake, as I caught up to the front of the pack, but it may have been way too late, as the battle for 7th, 8th, and 9th place just ate up so much of my time and speed. Yeah, we're just going to remain in 6th place. So all of that fighting, all of those battles for a 6th place finish. I mean, I might as well just be the new Super GT at this point, because I'm taking all his 6th place positions. Now we're going to go to Eagle Rock Speedway. This is an A-class lobby, and I stayed in the Mazda here because apparently this thing is the best car to use, as Civic Guy just kind of nudges me out of the way and puts me back into last place. So now I have this task of going from like last place to trying to win the race. There are 2 more of these Mazda cars in this race, so yeah, you'll just see as I'm cutting through traffic. All these sports cars, yeah, they're pretty fast. They have a lot of good straight line speed, but I have the I have the ability to keep it clean on the inside and really fast on the inside apex of these turns. So passed around everybody up into 3rd place now. Get past the okay, that's one thing where for whatever reason that Honda was, I want to say R-Class. He was up into 2nd place. Yeah, see, he was an R-Class car, that Honda Civic right there. So he finished in 3rd place. He shouldn't have, but I don't know how the hell that happened. But yeah, that's just another thing. That car's very overpowered in A-Class lobbies, so give it a shot. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you all. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next race. Bye-bye.